Hello everyone, I'm Phoebe. Welcome to another episode on the Creative Phebe channel, where we as culinary-curious millennials level up our culinary game so that we can confidently cook the foods we love to heal our bodies. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're making coconut milk, which is part 2 of how I use coconut to make different ingredients for some of the dishes I like to make. About a few weeks ago, I showed you how to break a coconut to harvest coconut water and make your own desiccated coconut. And if you did not get a chance to see that tutorial, I'm going to put a link right here. That way you can see that. Now, to make the milk, it takes about 20 minutes. So if you're a vegan, a vegetarian, or just seeking better milk options with the least amount of ingredients and are healthy for you, then this tutorial is for you. This recipe only includes 2 ingredients. You guessed it, coconut and water. Firstly, you'll want to make sure every equipment you use to make this product, including your hands, are absolutely clean, because you do not want the coconut milk to go rancid due to bacterial growth. Although I did mention this other tip I'm about to let you know in the tutorial, I would like to reiterate that before you turn your blender to the highest speed to blend the coconut and the water, you want to make sure to open the feeder at the top that is connected to the lid for the blender to release any steam from the warm water that is used to blend the coconut. This will prevent your blender from breaking if it is a glass blender container due to the pressure that will build up in that vacuum. Depending on the coconut you're going to use to make this coconut milk, some have more fat content than others, depending on their maturity. And as a result, the fat layer that sits at the top of the coconut milk contents, when it separates after you finish making that milk, it may turn solid after it's been in the fridge for about 1 to 2 days. When you notice that and you want to use it, just allow it to thaw on your kitchen counter for about 15 minutes. And then you can shake it and use it as normal. What you do not want to do is run it under hot water. That will cause the glass to break, especially if you're storing this in a glass container. It's actually best for you to store it in a glass container too, just because it's coconut and it has oil. So do not run it under hot water, because it will receive a shock. Cold and hot, there's going to be a nice shock and you're going to lose all of that coconut milk. And honestly, you work too hard to lose some really good coconut milk. Alright, so we will not be sprinkling on our vocal spice today, and vocal spice is what I refer to as prayer. We sprinkle on our vocal spice here before we make every meal. And because we're not making a meal today, we're creating an ingredient, we won't be sprinkling it on today. Alright, you're definitely going to love this one, so do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share it to all of your culinary curious folks, friends, buddies, and don't forget to subscribe. I upload content every single week, and I do not want you to miss any of the beautiful dishes that I will be uploading very soon. Alright, like I always say, a tout à l'heure, prenez soin de votre santé. See you soon and take care of your healthy selves. You're going to need 2 bowls. I'm using a larger one to strain it and a smaller one to store the water that I'm going to use to blend it. The coconut that we grated a few weeks ago, an empty mason jar or nice glass jar that you're going to store the coconut milk. A blender. This one holds at least 6 cups, 1.25 liters. A mash bag or a nut milk bag. that we'll use to strain the coconut. I'm going to zoom in, and here's what it looks like. It's very tightly knit, that way it will catch all of the coconut shreds once we finish sieving that. See that? Okay. Hot water that you will boil to sterilize all of these items: the container we're going to use to store the coconut milk, the bowls, the mesh bag, and even the blender, to make this product very sterile and healthy to use. So we're going to start sterilizing. Alright, so I'm boiling some more water to fill the blender to continue sterilizing it. I have some in there right now, but I want to fill it in all the way. And I have this one already sterilizing. We're going to do this for about 5 minutes, and that should be more than enough. Clean and ready to use. Alright, also going to add in the wooden spoon I'm going to use, because why not? Everything has to be super clean. And then once I do that, I'm going to cover it, that way that steam can touch every part. And we're going to do that for everything, and then I'll show you what's next. Alright, when you're handling vessels like this, it's going to be very, very hot, so please use a towel to transport these things, or even do it next to your sink, just like I'm doing right now. Okay, and now my hands are not burning. Let's empty this out. Alright, everything has been sterilized, and this is the water we're going to use to make the coconut milk, which is half warm water and half room temperature water and we are going to start blending this coconut, which is, after that we are going to add in some water. That would be 690 mils of water. Top it off. Okay, and then we are going to blend this on the highest speed. It's the highest speed for me. Okay. How beautiful is that? So normally when I blend it, I forgot to mention this before starting to blend it, I remove this feeder. That way, if this water is warm, you don't want your glass blender to break whilst blending. Just extra precaution, you know. So I just release it, and that way I can see what's going on inside. Doesn't that look so beautiful and gorgeous? Ugh. All right, we're about to strain it, and that's next. All right, with clean hands, like I said, everything has to be sterilized whilst we're dealing with this fresh perishable product. So we're gonna strain the coconut milk just like that, all of it. And then with that wooden spoon or spatula, silicone spatula, we're gonna dump everything in there, and then we're gonna squeeze the milk out of this. Alright, we're going to gather everything all around like that. You can also use a cotton mesh bag, but I feel like those are not very durable. It's very easy for those to retain scent, you know. So just like that. Do everything. Okay. And then I don't use the residue. I just throw it out, because after this there's really no flavor left, unless if you want to dry it out and use it for something else like coconut flour, but I feel like the coconut flavor would have been lost by then. So there we have it. Yes, it's a messy process, but oh my god, the benefits are so tremendous. So we're gonna store this. I'm gonna go wash my hands and do that. If you'd like, you can use a funnel to fill it. If you're looking for a milk substitute, this is such a great option. And what's better than making your own coconut milk at home to use for baking, for your cereal, custard, and so many different uses. And it's okay if you see some sediments like that. It's all part of the goodness of the coconut skin. So we're gonna add it all in there. This is ready to be stored, and I'm gonna use it within 3 to 5 days, which is best to have it as fresh as it is. And that's it. This makes about 860 mils of coconut milk, and as you can see, it's okay if separation occurs because this is a very natural product, and you can see that the water we used to make it is separating from the water that the coconut is made of, so that's normal. All you have to do is just shake it up just like that, and you can use it right away.